Today, we'll be touring 3 different homes around the $1.15 million range in the central Oahu area. It's where the median sales price for a single-family home is on island and where the majority of buyer interests lie. We'll compare and contrast those options and differences to turn the idea of a home into reality. While each situation is different, this is the start of how I've helped over 100 clients buy and sell real estate here on island. Stay until the end to see one additional home that you may like best, as well as a roadmap to help you rank homes in your own search. When most buyers start their search, price and area are the first 2 criteria that they pick. Let's start our tour first with this home that has the most area premium in Nu'uanu. Now in my last video here, I went over why buyers choose Nu'uanu. It's cool, breezy, and close to town. You still get the neighborhood feel while keeping all of the other perks. When I was driving over to the home, I really questioned why it wasn't sold. This home at 2527 Henry Street number A seems to have it all. Listed at only $1.15 million, has 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 1,696 interior square feet on a 6,687 square foot lot. It's also renovated with 17 owned PV panels. It includes a separate room downstairs that could be used as an office or rental unit, but it's been on the market for over 4 months. If there weren't something glaringly obvious, it should have sold with multiple offers in the first week. Yes, when I first saw the photos, I did notice these stairs. It's fairly typical for 2-story homes to have exterior steps to the main story on the 2nd floor. For most buyers, it's not that big of a deal, as the view you get from the 2nd floor is much better, and at this home, it's fairly exceptional, as you can see here. It's honestly a very beautiful house with a good blend of renovations done this year to match the style of old Hawaii charm with the modern lifestyle buyers are looking for. It's one of the best renovations that I've ever seen and includes split AC, new flooring, and new windows in the living area. Now the kitchen has recessed lighting, granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, and updated cabinetry. The 3 bedrooms are located to the back of the house with luxury vinyl plank floors and a guest bathroom that includes a walk-in shower for ease. Older homes are 50-50 on an actual primary bedroom with a bathroom. This one does include that and a half inside. Downstairs is where that extra room is located, and weirdly enough, I couldn't find the 2nd bathroom. While I assume it's somewhere behind the garage area, if I look on the drawings that there's some extra space, it does make it a little bit less desirable. Now right outside of the kitchen is a decent sized balcony, but goes to show the second potential issue, proximity to the mountain. In all of my experience, it seems to really scare a lot of buyers away, but is very typical for neighborhoods in a valley and for this area, as you can see from the neighbors close by. But that's not the biggest drawback to the property and probably why it hasn't sold. It's the driveway. It doesn't look as bad from the top side, but you can certainly see it looking up. Here's another view of the overall property. For a lot of younger couples or starter families, it still checks off a lot of boxes due to the town proximity and especially being on a cul-de-sac street with plenty of parking. Small world story, when I did a little bit of research on this property, it's my old boss that's selling it. Now that's what you get for not keeping in touch. These types of properties are potentially worth it because if it works for you, you can get a pretty good deal. And to prove it, they just did a $25,000 price reduction today to $1.125 million, and it's still available if you're interested. If you're enjoying this content, then like this video so others can enjoy it just like you. It takes quite a bit of time for me to put together videos like this. Subscribe to follow along. Now, back to the video. The second property is in Kamehameha Heights. It's less than 3 miles or 9 minutes away further from town, and where you'll find the majority of townhomes in this price range. There's 2 sides to this mountain range, with Kamehameha Heights facing the west and Alewa Heights facing the east, and priced at a 20% premium due to the view. As this area was developed in the 50s, a large number of homes are being purchased and renovated, either partially, fully, or completely rebuilt. You can see a few on Makanani Drive right next to this next listing. The one issue with mountain ranges like this is additional parking, with no real good solution other than park where you can find and a part of expectations if you are to live here. 2285 Makanani Drive is a classic flip. It was purchased for $720,000 earlier this year and owned by an LLC, and now listed for $1.16 million. I know the listing agent Kina, who has a number of clients in this niche. A number of homes in this area are similar to this, with a one-car carport and stairs that lead down to the property. Once you get there, the majority of the 1,486 interior square feet, 5,125 total square feet, 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home sits on a single level. You have a decent sized enclosed yard here and only a few stairs into the main entrance. While I'm not the biggest fan of the teal exterior paint, I do really love what they did inside. It feels like a new development home in the 2020 style. They opened up the kitchen for open concept living, added double walls, has recessed lighting, vinyl plank flooring, entirely redone kitchen with everything new, including newer windows and sliding doors. The split AC system is supported with 15 PV panels and a solar water heater. Now going towards the 3 bedrooms on this floor, there's an updated electrical sub-panel, guest bathroom with full tub, and primary bedroom with its own walk-in shower. Now the patio outside is very spacious, around 200 square feet, sizable enough to enjoy outside, eat, and relax with the daily sunset without direct exposure coming from the far right side of the property. It's also very common that homes like this have quite a bit of space underneath, which includes a studio and separate storage area where the washer and dryer is located. There's certainly demand for a property like this at this price, as shown by the 3 times it's been under contract but fell out. And I have my thoughts on the reasons why, as it's all during the home inspection phase. Now the total cost for these renovations is probably close to about $200,000. It shows for a seller the positive impact renovations have on the property, and for a buyer how many want to move into a ready to move in home so they can just get back to life. It's still available if interested. If you do want a home like this but wanted more interior space without the entry stairs, there's actually another listing 1 street away for around the same price. Listed for $1.19 million, 1708 Kealia Drive offers those looking to build equity. Homes like this are a better option because you can improve the value due to renovations, but most of my buyers still end up buying the former on Makanani Drive than the latter here. This one's also available. Now the last property is located in Moanalua Valley. It's very similar in feel to Nu'uanu or Manoa without the town premium and the furthest west most buyers want to look if they work in town. But it doesn't mean there isn't a premium, as this is still within the Moanalua School District without the significant 30% premium of living in actual Salt Lake. The area itself is entirely residential with the 1547 Ala Aulani Street listing near the back of the valley, which keeps general traffic to a minimum. It's a very basic starter home listed for $1.15 million at 1,008 interior square feet with a 6,450 lot size. With a flat lot and single level, it checks off a lot of boxes for buyers that want to have a very traditional home, whether it's to raise a family or an empty nester. It was renovated fairly recently with new roofing, exterior and interior paint, vinyl plank flooring, fully renovated kitchen, lighting, and bathroom. As most buyers for homes like this are first-time single-family homeowners, they don't typically have the roughly $100,000 to $120,000 cash or the time to renovate, and would much rather buy and live than go through this work. It's a good trade-off for both sides, as it usually reflects in the home selling for more net and quicker than the original condition home. You can tell because it just went under contract today while I put together this video, being on market only 15 days. It's good for those of you looking to actually see how the market responds to these types of listings. There's a difference between me telling you it's worth this or that and it getting offers and going under contract while you decide. And a gentle reminder that this is all at over 6% interest rates. What I really like about this home is this enclosed patio with the net. It's great for any type of pets that want to have a chance to go outside without having to clean coming back in. Most laundry units for homes in this type, age, and price range are all outside somewhere around the carport like it's shown here. Now the exterior is very usable as a flat lot, with the automatic gate actually a value add as buyers care more about their pets than the children nowadays. It's also nice that there's no backyard neighbors, but a hidden drawback of these types of properties is that they get tagged by FEMA as a flood property. What that means for you as a buyer is that getting a loan will incur flood insurance. Now, interestingly enough, it does not impact pricing on the downside by much, if anything, as this other listing that sold is also a flood zone property, but comps right where it would be even without the designation. For a lot of buyers, you may be fairly strict on your area criteria, but even in this soft market, can't find what you're looking for in this range. One of my previous buyers had this same exact issue, their search with Pearl City as a maximum west they wanted to live. I suggested Waikele after months and months of searching due to never having what they wanted. And what they found is a newer and nicer home in the same price range. Now they ended up purchasing in Waikele and live there today. Which is why I want to show you this bonus fourth listing, what a home about 10 minutes west of Moanalua might look like, and why it's worth considering. Waiau is surrounded by Pearl City, and pricing and area type is very similar. The separation of townhomes and single family is along the street, with townhomes on the right closer to the freeway and single family homes on the left. Now listed for $1.05 million, it has 1,806 interior square feet on a 6,400 square foot lot. It has the same look and feel as a home as the Moanalua Gardens, except it's much larger. The larger section is an extension, which a lot of homes of this age and type do over time. It's a very classic, my family size requires more space, so let's enclose the patio. The original square feet is very close at about 1,000 square feet, with the 3 bedrooms at the front of the house. The two very easy ways to tell is that there's a level change and the interior windows on the side, as well as a washer dryer also being on the inside of the house. Now, as we go around the home, it's very similar to the previous, as the majority of homes you'll find in this range will look and feel the same, with the same square footage, both interior and total. I do expect to see this get interest at this price point as it just came on market a few days ago. As you can see, there's options within the price range that most buyers like yourself might be looking for. That's the secret about real estate. You may not be able to afford the perfect dream home today, but it shouldn't be the reason to stop you from buying. It's much easier to buy in steps leading up to the dream home, potentially appreciating at 5% that the last 30-year historical average says here on Oahu, and work your way there. My dad did exactly that. We all say that there's must-haves, but in this range you can only pick a top few. The reason I made this video was to preview homes for my clients looking as empty nesters, with aging in place as a top factor. Most buyers right now are those types, whether it's too much house, too many stairs, or want to move closer to the walk-friendly neighborhood like Kaka'ako. All those homes with stairs just absolutely don't work for their needs, but it means they are competing for properties in their search. What would you rather do? Compete for the Moanalua home or pay $100,000 less for more, but with a 10-minute longer drive? If you've been on the fence about searching, the best time is when no one wants it. My info is below, and let's get started. Now, if you're interested but can't afford a single family home, then check out this video for the same concept in condo form.